What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we get this video started, really quick shameless plug. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go in your phone right here. See this phone? It's got a calendar. You can actually mark specific dates that are going to be coming up that are very important to you. One of those dates is April 1st. Go grab your phone, get out your calendar right now. I know you're doing it. Actually, hit the like button first, then go on your phone, put in April 1st, and put a reminder that the next Wrenchworks giveaway is April 1st. Put it in your phone, mark it down, set 7 alarms, get your wife's phone, and put an alarm on her phone. That way she knows too. April 1st is the next giveaway launch. Let's get oh man, I almost had it. Let's get into the video, boys. Get into the video. Let's go. We're rolling with it. Complimentary with every first-gen purchase gladly comes with Race Pro instant starting fluid.
I think we're gonna need that.
Right now? You want me to try it first or no?
Sure. Take a year or two to warm up.
Very nice. Absolute cannibal. Woo, baby. Welcome back to another video. Michael is in the house, people. Say hello, Michael.
Hello.
So what we got here, boys, is one unit of a first gen. And today, well, this isn't technically the first drive. We did drive it before, but we ran into a couple little things, and Michael has since then fixed all of those things, and we are now ready for like the first official little rip. First hot retorque is done. What we were having before, for the most part, was the pump was hanging a little bit. We did have new governor springs put in this thing, so we adjusted the governor springs just a little bit to help with our pump hang. We fixed that because, as you may have seen before on the last video, we had like an automatic cruise control here. You would let off the throttle and she would just keep chugging. So that's not good. You don't really, it's not recommended. 10 out of 10 not recommended. So you might have one of those instances where it just doesn't stop revving and then you have problems. Basically, we are ready to put the new engine and turbo setup to the test. Not gonna lie, I am a little nervous. I'm just gonna get that out there because this is a thing right here.
It's a lot more.
This is a little bit more. We're gonna drive this thing around and start putting some heat cycles in it, and we probably need to retorque the head. New turbo setup is completely done. We really left off the last first gen video. We left off like this pipe wasn't even done. Some other little details, things weren't even done. Mostly the big charger is so big and heavy that we ended up putting a support right here and kind of like kind of extra beefing up this pipe right here to hold this top turbo up with some support. So we got that done. That was one of the big things that we were waiting on, just to help handle some of the weight of this.
Yeah, that in conjunction with, took the Van Gen out here and put a brace there, and it's solid.
It's much happier. You could
It's
still hot. It's still hot there, by the way. I have a back. You can hop up and down on this now, and you won't have a problem. Should be good to go. Oh, Michael trimmed up the fender liner really nice here. So when you pop down here, you just see the party. It's just a good party shot. So
lift your skirt up.
Whoa, easy.
I've had a lot of people ask about the wastegate stuff. So like, basically what's happening is it's as safe as it can be with having boost come off the manifold and out to the atmosphere. And then when we're ready to spray, the turbos aren't going to be unhappy with that amount of nitrous.
What are the two extra pipes? So the extra pipes are individually to each wastegate. So there's two wastegates on this, and we did kind of explain it when we drilled the holes in the manifold, right? Mm-hmm. It's a divided manifold, so you want to have two, one on each side, because if you put one in the middle, it's going to connect the two banks, which you do not want to do. So you can get a manifold that they're joined, but we did not start with that. So we have two wastegates, one for each pipe. Wastegates are going to allow us for our block to stay one solid piece of metal, basically. We are going to put nitrous on the truck at some point. It's not on there now. It's an 80 millimeter and a 107 feeding into it. So same fuel setup that we had before. Ferro 12 millimeter pump. We haven't upgraded to a 13 yet. 5x25 injectors from Mikey G, and we've got some 093 lines on it. Same Air Dog custom pump that we've got on there. And yeah, this is kind of like the starting point of the season on kind of where we're at with the first gen and where it's going to go, how much power it's going to make, and how fast we can go with it this year. Last year we kind of ended off with not cracking into the 10s. We wanted to try and hit a 1099. We were not able to do that last year. We are definitely making more power now, just same fuel with more air. Track time and dyno times are coming very soon within the month. We'll have the dyno up and running and we'll get track times. So kind of, by the way, this is a pretty monumental thing I just started, because I think somebody asked me at the last show. The ratio of running trucks right now,
it's pretty high.
I mean, everything is like, so anyway, boys, enough talking. We're gonna get to driving, making sure we're good, and yeah, time to party. Vibrating pretty good. Hang on, dog. less throttle than I've ever given it to like have it do that. That thing was just like, cool. Yeah, we're good.
You should have seen that guy's face at the stop sign.
Was he a little scared?
He was like, what the?
Oh,
Nothing like old first gen, boys.
that's your first gen speedo. Yep.
First gen speedo?
Yep.
How fast we going?
54.
We're going with the speed of traffic is fast, how fast we're going. Man, like, it doesn't really hesitate to build boost, like 15, 20 right off the bat.
I think this smoke is coming right through here. I think you got a leak there, bro.
Oh, we got the 5.0. You should duck down there, Dawson. All right.
I cannot see.
This thing is an absolute beast. We're getting used to her again.
That guy stopped by.
And said hello to you?
He said I was sitting there at the barn and we all watched you take off and we were like, oh, whoa, that thing's turned up, boy.
Oh, good. That's pretty much permission at that point, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he waved, said y'all have a good time.
My man. All right. All right. Now we're really, that's the only neighbor we have to care about. Just the good old boys. Never meaning no harm.
Got oil.
Huh?
Got oil.
Yeah, the oil light is on. That's just valve cover gasket. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need some tires. Wow. Wow. Tires 100% gone. This thing is a certified absolute tire ripper. Like, how good was that?
It was yellow. That's how good it was.
You know, everyone's like, hey, you should paint the truck black. It's like, well, if we do enough burnouts back here, it's gonna be black back. Just leave them on there. It's like a badge of honor. Anyway, we got a little bit of an oil leak, which really, what was dripping on the ground. Number one, there's a couple things that we don't have done yet on the truck, and that is a proper overflow for the radiator and proper breathers, or I'm sorry, we have breathers in it, but they're not in a catch can. So we need to get a good catch can. That's why if it pushes a little bit of oil, we need to do some more breathers and a proper catch can, but not really sure exactly what to do with that quite yet. So that's really why it's kind of pushing a little bit of oil. We don't have, no big deal, boys. It's a 12 valve, it's no big deal. But one of the things that I'll show you guys is, you can see we've got some oil on top of our valve covers here, and you can see our valve cover gaskets actually ride along the surface of our intake runner. So we're thinking that some of our oil misting here and what was leaking down in there is actually probably coming from the valve cover gaskets. So we kind of knew that ahead of time that that might be a thing. So we're going to look at that really quick and probably go ahead and retorque the head now while we're here. So Insto Presto, this is actually the first vehicle getting worked on inside of the shop.
Rust proofing.
They won't shut a burnout competition down for this. So I mean,
It's
honestly fine. Michael was like, hey, you should try a burnout in third gear and start in third instead of second or first. And I'm just like, hey, cool, let's try that. Insto Presto, like,
yellow tires.
you want to like get some, he's like, if you start in third, you'll really light the tires like that. Well, yeah, we found that out. Wow, this thing is just 10 times rowdy. This is just, wow. Beyond the tires and the alignment and the actual truck part of the thing, the engine and the turbos drive really, really, really nice. It's like, it doesn't hesitate to build boost. Like it's laggy, but it's not like, it's not bad. It's not bad. You can go get groceries and be doing a burnout in the same thing. So it's
daily worthy, maybe not a trailer worthy.
You could daily this thing 100%. Put some tires on it and get an alignment done, and it's got no heat and air conditioning for you, but you know what I mean. It meets my standards for daily, not yours, you know. So that was super smoky with the emoji. Al's used to it by now. She knows this is Al's lookout window of the house right there. Perfect bird's eye view of the burnout driveway. But anyway, boys, as always, thank you to our boys at Rock Auto, shameless plug of the video, because they are helping us keep these rigs on the road. Like I said, we have got some, Michael, how do you pronounce this? Mall valve cover gaskets. We actually like, if you're not going to use OEM, these guys are the preferred aftermarket in my opinion. So we've actually got some valve cover gaskets that we knew we were going to need to put on. Well, we kind of just sped up to that process. But as always, guys, rockauto.com, all of the parts your 12 valve first gen Cummins will ever need. So we're going to throw these valve covers on. Huge thank you to them. Links down below. But yeah, here we go.
Greg always breaking stuff.
If we had to count how many times the first gen has broke out on the road versus in the driveway, it is like, it's probably 100 to 1. It caught on fire in the driveway. The last time you blew it up.
Yeah, but I didn't break it in the driveway.
That's true. I forgot about that. But I've broken it plenty of times in the driveway. Not going to put the valve cover gaskets on right this second because we are going to let the engine cool down and check valve lash before we do. So head stud didn't actually move a ton. So second hot retorque really didn't move a ton. That's really what you want to see. So after this, I would probably say we're good to like mess around pretty decent amount, like maybe check it in like a week of driving or so to make sure one last time they don't move. How many retorques is the correct amount really until they stop moving like they did right here. So we're gonna give it like one more like maybe check, but honestly didn't move a ton, which is good. That's what you want. So we're gonna wait till the engine cools down. We always wanna check valve lash cold. Hot retorque when it's hot, valve lash when it's cold. So we're gonna basically wait to do all that and then mess with the valve covers after that. Make sure we're gonna do like basically like a tightening check on the V-bands and the exhaust manifold studs. And that's pretty much it. So first test drive, success. That's pretty much a wrap, boys, on this video. Hit the like button before you leave, subscribe if you haven't already. We are ready to bring the first gen to some burnout competitions. We'll see you on the next video very, very soon. April 1st. is the next Wrenchworks giveaway launch, April 1st. We will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Hey, get some JB Weld. I think we will put this back on.